Hi everyone. It's been a while. Quite the hiatus due to laziness on my part and some technical difficulties. I just haven't made a video in some time. So I'm back, and basically to renew my video production, I'm going to do a show off or show and tell of some more of my father's holsters. Now, the last video I did with holsters that he made was 7 months ago. And I've had these for a few weeks. I've been sitting on them. In that time, he got himself a hobby card because, it seems people did like them, and he's able to have a few commissions here and there. And this is not a business card, it's a hobbyist card. It goes by, he's basically calling his art label, or hobby label if you will, Fred Cady Custom Carriers. I'm going to provide the contact information for him later. If you see anything you like, you can get a hold of him. We'll go ahead and start the show and tell with this competition holster for IDPA. And, well, as you can see, it doesn't look like an IDPA holster. And the idea with an IDPA holster, of course, is to get as much speed as possible while still having the appropriate and required retention for the firearm. Normally that would be tough with leather, because leather just it's real snug, and it hangs on for dear life, at least until it's well broken in. This, on the other hand, is specifically designed such that it's usable with little tension right off the bat. The required retention is provided by creating extreme pinch points at the trigger guard or trigger housing area and the last 1/4 inch of the slide. And I don't have a Glock 34, which is what this was made for, but I do have a Glock 19. Before the video, I cleared this gun, okay, for all of you who are safety fanatics and want to see that done on video for some weird reason. I'm the one at risk here, right? So trigger is depressed, firing mechanism cannot be released. So that's enough. You shouldn't need to see more than that. Thanks for understanding. Alright, doesn't go all the way to the end, but you can see what it looks like in there. Alright, I just want to, the only part of this, the only pinch point that I can accentuate or give you guys an idea of is the trigger housing area. Now, so to give you an idea, you can hear it snap in. Alright, that little clunk, trigger guard falling into place. Besides that, we'll get that out, clear it. Okay, that portion right there, once it's out there, it's free. Okay. Well, with this particular, with the Glock 19, there's no tension. Like I said, the slide doesn't go far enough to get to that 1/4 inch where the other pinch point is created. Needless to say, if we had a Glock 34, what would happen is, once those 2 pinch points are cleared, the gun is basically riding in free air. It's in free space. There's a gap between the leather and the frame. Alright, you can see the blade up there, the front sight. There's no tension the entire length of the gun, as you can see on the top. So basically all this equals is speed of draw. So if you got one of these brand new, you get that same speed of draw. And just to get rid of the redundancy of speaking about it for every holster, here's this flap. This is to protect against moisture intrusion, body oils or whatnot being worn close against the skin. It won't basically get on the slide. And concealed, when being worn concealed, it could actually, well, it could be a great measure against preventing the corrosion of your firearm, depending on what firearm you're carrying. I mean, yeah, a lot of these have finishes on them that are already corrosion proof or corrosion resistant, but why not have something extra? Also, noteworthy is the stitching that my dad does on these holsters. It's done by hand with an awl, or a sewing awl. So, talk about really custom. There's a lot of work put into this. He's very meticulous about the stitching. And these are all done pretty much in the Avenger style. A couple holsters I'm going to show you aren't Avenger style, but I'll speak about those when I get to them. So moving right along. Here we have, a darker in color holster with a panel that has python. This is python skin. It's dyed python, and the teardrop shapes, accentuate it, make it pop. I really do think it's quite attractive. Get real close there with it. This is for a Fabrique Nationale P40. FN P40. I do not own one of those, so I can't show you what that gun looks like in it. Same features are present as in the first holster there. Attractive carry option, no? Or yes? Let me go ahead and move on to the next one. I like this one quite a bit. This is very shiny, very shiny. So here we've got a panel that has, two separate distinct areas with the rattlesnake inlay. This is for one of the SIGs. I don't own a SIG, so I can't put the SIG in here, obviously. Alright, moving right along. Now this is for a Glock. This is a thumb brake holster for those who need or want extra retention security. Got that rattlesnake panel there again. Show you what it looks like with the Glock in it. Let me get this guy snapped up. Okay. It's nice and snug in there. The flap extends past the snap, and it just breaks free, nice and clean. You just wedge your thumb right in there, it breaks free nice and clean. Alright. So that's that. Very nice. I like this one quite a bit too. If I was going to do like an open carry in an open carry state, this would be an attractive option. I don't say all these pleasant things about my dad's holsters just because, he's my dad. I mean, yeah, I'm name dropping and whatnot, but I really do have faith in these. And they really are more attractive than holsters that you can buy just standard manufacturer, Galco and DeSantis and all of that stuff. So, and as far as him making them, I believe they're also reasonable, or reasonably priced. I mean, he's not going to make you one for free. I doubt that, but I mean, he's got a cost of materials and the fact that he's making something for you. So that could be taken into consideration. I have two more I want to show you guys. I asked my dad to make me an appendix and waistband holster. Nothing fancy. In fact, with the rough side out. So this is it. Yeah, I know. You just watched me, display all of these beautiful holsters and look at this ugly thing, right? But that's kind of what I wanted. Okay, so rough side out, get the same moisture intrusion flap. And this is for my Taurus PT 709 Slim. This gun is clear once again, safety's on. Let's not go through all that redundant stuff. There we go, that's how she fits. So that just basically slides up to that point. It goes all the way up to this depth in the pants. And then the indexing is very, very nice. Your hand goes right into the back strap. You get just the right amount of indexing on it for your draw. So that's that style holster, which doesn't deserve basically to sit on top of these other holsters, but for the moment it will. Actually, I'll just move it. There you go. Pretty holsters. Or handsome, rather. Let's be masculine about it. Handsome holsters. Alright, here's another one. In waistband, appendix and waistband carry. I think this is for a car. I don't own any guns by car, so can't put anything in it for you to get a look. But it performs much like the other one. Finally, I'd like to show you guys my dad's contact card. His hobby card, if you will. And let you have a look at that real carefully. For those of you who might have seen something that you like or might want to consider actually commissioning something from him, you'll see that he also makes kydex. And then hybrid, you know, little experimentation is possible. And then of course the exotic leathers like these four that I showed you here. Alright, just give him a call, email him, whatever you need to do. I'm sure that he'd be more than happy to talk to you at least about your vision and his vision combined. So coming up on my channel, I've got a video review of a knife. I've got some reviews of some training DVDs and also some general knife defense philosophy and self-protection chat. You know, just things to think about. That's all coming up. Hopefully sooner than later. See what we can do. As always, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the rest.